When we usually think about the greatest athletes of all time, names such as Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Tom Brady, these names typically come to the top of our heads. But a name that is often not as mentioned is Muhammad Ali. As humans, we tend to want to follow a type of champion, someone who can inspire us to be better than what we already are. As stated by Kai-Ling Lu in 2011, in relationship between physical training, she states, competitive sports are gradually formed and developed in the process of human development. Competitive sports bring us together. Sometimes they do bring in the worst of us, but at the same time, they also help us connect with family and friends, as well as, in some cases, create new connections with people we haven't met just because we have common interests. I will be dividing the argument of Muhammad Ali as the greatest athlete of all times into three sections, those being Ali's dedication to training, the accomplishments in the sports, and his influence outside of the ring. Now, Muhammad Ali had a very strict training regimen. He was accustomed to going to sleep early in order to wake up early. And as stated by Godrew Johnson in 2021, in Professional Boxing Analysis, the difference between winning or losing in high-level boxing depends on small details. These small details were ironed off and edged for Muhammad Ali. Boxing is a very condition-based sport. There's a lot of energy bursts in various moments, and Muhammad Ali would take advantage of this. Why was he winning his matches? Simple. He was training more, he had a healthier diet, and he was sleeping more. So of course he was going to be able to defeat his opponents. And this dedication was not just in vain, since he was also winning in a lot of occasions. Muhammad Ali is a very accomplished boxer in the heavyweight division. He had a lot of haters, a lot of people who wanted to see him lose. And at the age of 23, he was offered the opportunity to fight Sonny Liston with odds of 7-1. Thomas Hauser in Muhammad Ali, Life and Times, has a direct quote from the man saying, "Sonny Liston can't fight, and since he's fighting me, he needs falling lessons." A very confident young prodigy that was not allowing the odds of 7-1 to make him feel panicked. And during his match with Sonny Liston, he managed to knock him out. When he was kicked out of the Boxing Association, he was not able to fight for 3 whole years. 3 years of greatness that we will never be able to see, because he preferred that instead of allowing himself to go to Vietnam. When he returned after those 3 years, there was a new champion in town. His name was George Foreman. And once again, history was repeating itself. George Foreman was younger, he was stronger, he was taller than Ali. The odds were once again against Muhammad Ali in a 4-1 ratio. It seemed impossible for any other boxer to win. But Muhammad Ali was different. As stated by Elliot Warren in 1995 in Muhammad Ali, the People's Champ, "What strange times we live in. Who can fathom him? We can only wonder as he performs and ponder." In the 8th round, Muhammad Ali managed to beat George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle. Now I know what you guys are thinking. What about people such as LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Tom Brady? These athletes are also very dedicated to their sport. These same athletes have accomplished everything there is to win in their respective sports. And I would agree with you, you're right. They do have a lot of achievements that make them stand out for the greatest athlete of all time. But something that they don't have is the fact that Ali was not only fighting professional boxers in the ring. Ali was also fighting for injustice and prejudice outside of it. This is a picture of Muhammad Ali with Malcolm X. As stated in Alan Barra, 2021 in Hollywood Ali, Muhammad Ali defied the draft for religious reasons, was stripped of his title, and won it back. Muhammad Ali was a very active civil rights activist. He had a strong relationship with Martin Luther King and, of course, Malcolm X, who he developed a very close brotherhood type of relationship with. Ali could have stayed as a boxer. He could have gone to Vietnam, and he probably wasn't even going to, he was just going to have a cushy job as a propaganda prop. He was probably going to do a couple of commercials, a couple things, nothing too big. But Ali was bigger than that. Ali was not the type of person to take the comfortable path, the easy way out of things. No, this was not Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali had been fighting against the odds all his life, and he was not going to allow some new threat bully him into submission. Muhammad Ali is the greatest athlete of all time. I have demonstrated this by focusing on three main arguments: his dedication to training, the accomplishments in the sport, and his positive impact outside of the ring. I want all of us here to acknowledge Muhammad Ali when facing the odds of life. I want all of us here to acknowledge Muhammad Ali when we lack confidence. And I want all of us to acknowledge Muhammad Ali when we have the capability of extending a helping hand to those who need it. Ali is a giant in boxing, but he was an even greater giant when it came to helping those who wanted to have their voices heard. He is an inspiration not only to athletes, but to every single person who has witnessed the greatness that he was. He is the pinnacle of sports and a gold standard that every athlete should follow. The impact of Muhammad Ali in the most positive of ways will keep the legend of the greatest alive for generations to come. Thank you for listening.